Hey, this is WhyBeAre with BeamNG.drive, and today is 4th of July. And I, as a proud American, decided I should do something special for 4th of July. So we're gonna make fireworks out of some cars. This is one of those things where it's easier to explain the setup after you see the execution. So there is what the fireworks look like. Yeah, they're not quite as pretty as a real firework, but that's because those are cars exploding into pieces, not things specifically made to explode and look pretty. Why don't we do that from a couple more angles just for fun? See, from this angle, you can see these are cars. Not for long though, because boom, there goes one, boom, 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 they're all exploding. And now they've become fireworks, just like before. And I think it's time for one final angle before I explain the procedure. And for this final one, we're gonna do it a little bit differently. We're gonna do it one firework at a time. The only problem is I'm not exactly sure when they're going off. I just know eventually they'll shoot off. See, they're shooting off just whenever they feel like. Like the next one might take a minute. Nope, there it is. It hit the blue one. We got 3 more left whenever they feel like it. It'd be a lot easier to know when they're shooting off if I had the heads-up display turned on, but I don't. So it's really hard. Like, hey, there goes the yellow one. I have no idea where the pink one's going to be exploding, though. It could be any moment now, or it might not explode. It might be saying, I'm too powerful to explode now, and it's not gonna. Yeah, that appears to be the case. What probably happened is one of the ones I exploded earlier moved it off of the angle where it could have exploded, so that's why it didn't explode. Either way, though, it still looked pretty neat, so let's go ahead and go over how you set this up. First thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to reset everything there is. And then we're going to re-enable the user interface so I can actually see what's going on. And so you guys can see what's going on. We're going to put it to daytime so you can see what we actually have going on here. We have a bunch of cannons angled from all kinds of different directions, shooting at a bunch of cars that are floating in the air. So to have this set up the way I did, I actually went ahead and put gravity to 0 gravity. And during all of the firework explosions, I had slow-mo on to make things a little bit more dramatic. Now, what you need to do first off to start setup is you need to pick a car that you want to be the firework. So let's say I wanted an Ibishu Pessima to be the firework. Doesn't matter which version you grab, you just pick whichever one you want. And then you go ahead and place the car somewhere in the air. Doesn't matter right now, this is just an idea of where you'd want it. Then you're going to spawn up a large cannon, or an old cannon, not a large cannon. Those are different things. The large cannon is not what we want. So you get the cannon and you place it somewhere in the environment, kind of angled towards the car you just placed. So we placed it in that direction. We're going to just try to align the cannon like so. And once it's lined up, you just hit Control R to save the position. So let's see, maybe a little bit more downwards. Then how about right there? How does that look compared to the blue car? That should be close-ish. Yep, that's close-ish. So then what you do after that is you go ahead and put a little bit of slow-mo on, fire the cannon, and see where the cannonball goes. In this situation, the cannonball went too far in the air. I want it to be a little bit lower, so we're going to go ahead and realign the cannon and try again. So I'm just going to pull it a little bit from the back, and then once it's lined up, we hit Control R to save the spot. And then we're going to go ahead and shoot it again. And that position looks a lot better. You see, it's much closer to the pile of cars. So we're going to go ahead and reset the cannon again. Then we're going to put on a ton of slow-mo and fire the cannon and then track the cannonball as it flies through the air until it's at the spot where I want the car to be. So like right about there looks pretty good. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to the car and we're just going to teleport the car inside of the cannonball's current position. So we put it right there. And then when we unfreeze physics, the car will explode a little bit. And that means you placed it in the correct spot. And now to test it out, you reset the car, and every time you reset the car, you're going to use the fun stuff brake button. That makes it where the parts are pre-broken, so they fly farther when the cannonball hits them. So now let's go to this cannon, reset it, and then let's see how it looks. That looks pretty good. You see lots of pieces going in every which direction, and now there's only one thing I haven't explained, and that is, why are the cars glowing? That's a little bit harder to explain. Because that is not stock. That is a small mod I threw together real quickly for this video. So for this mod, all it is it's a skin that you can equip. It's called Blank Glow. That's the best name I could come up with for it. And then what you do is you choose that, and then you choose whatever color of the car you want, and it just makes the car glow. There's a download link for this in the description. It'll probably work. I don't know. I made it just for this video. It might change with updates. It might not even work when you install it because there might have been something else I didn't really include in it. It was really something I threw together, and I have no idea if it'll actually work, but it's there for you to try if you want to. Anyways, till next time, this is WhyBeAre. I'll see ya.